my name is Kristen, and today I will be showing you how to clip your dog's nails. It is very important to stay on top of this aspect of their health, and the reason being, as they get older, if you have not continued to keep them short throughout their life, the structure of their foot can be impeded. As the nail grows, it pushes back on the dog's bone structure, and it can actually be very painful for them. So we encourage people to stay on top of keeping those nails nice and short, and today I'd like to show you what to do. I always have with me something called styptic powder. There is sort of the very end of a vein that runs into your dog's nail. If you happen to cut it just a bit too short, you can stop the bleeding very quickly with this powder. We do our best to avoid that, but it can happen. So have this by your side in case. Here with me is Lola. Normally as I'm doing this, I like to give dogs treats and reinforcement that this is an okay thing to do, but Lola happens to be allergic to several things in her diet, so we're very careful with what she can get. We'll be giving her lots of reinforcement with petting and affection and comforting her along the way, but she's had her nails trimmed several times, so she's pretty comfortable with it. I like to have them on their side facing me with their paws towards me, and I have a helper that's going to just give her a little bit of pressure as we roll her down on her side. She's going to apply a little bit of pressure on her shoulder and the back of her hip. Obviously, if you have a dog that is not comfortable with this, you're going to want to take time to get them used to this part of the process first. So you can desensitize and get a dog prepared for nail clipping by laying them over, giving them lots of affection, touching their paws, really getting in between each toe, touching their nail. It's a very sensitive part of the dog, and if they're not used to it, nail clipping is going to be next to impossible. So start there, start with the desensitization process, and once your dog is comfortable with his foot being touched and massaged, you can introduce them to the clipper. If it's their first time being clipped, you're going to want to touch their feet with the clipper, maybe give some treats immediately after or some pets on the stomach, and then go back. So you can get them used to the feeling, the sound, the smell. They can sniff it. You want them to realize that it's no big deal. So I'm going to start with her right paw here on the very right side. Inside of the nail, I don't know if you can see it, there's a bit of pink, and then it stops and it turns white. So that white part is what we can cut off. The pink is clearly going to have some blood on the inside of it, so we don't want to cut into that. But we can take the tips of her nails off. You want to hold her pretty steady with your left hand and support. Sometimes I'll rest my hand against the floor to give it a little extra support if the dog is struggling a bit. But Lola's being very patient. So if you can see right here, I'm taking a pretty good chunk of nail off. That's about 3/8 of an inch. So that's a significant amount. I didn't cut into her quick, but she pulled back a little bit. That's okay. So this nail here is called the dew claw. It often gets neglected with nail cutting and can actually curl all the way around and go back into the dog's pad. We've seen that happen before. So be very careful not to neglect cutting this little claw, even though it's a little more difficult to get the angle proper for. Does she bring it up? Is she good at it? Callus? Oh God. She eats it. As long as she's getting kibble, she can manage it. Yeah. The best maintenance schedule to cut your dog's nails is approximately every 3 weeks or so. I've gone a little bit longer when I'm being not such a great owner, and I've paid the price because the quick continues to grow. So the point in doing it so regularly throughout your dog's life is so that we keep that quick nice and short, and it doesn't cause discomfort when we cut their nails. If you have any questions or would like us to do it for you or show you how, visit our website, localbark.com, or stop on by for a professional nail trim. Thanks so much. Okay.